Friday. I'm guessing maybe 50% of you, maybe 60, 75% of you have now rolled your eyes because you're like, how are you going to do that every Friday? Probably because I thought of it. I'm like, oh, how great is that? But regardless, it is Friday. So for today, there is no new science or history assignment. You'll be checking your English and math classes, those Google Classrooms for an assignment in there. For history and science, remember you're finishing up. There is the, for history, it's the COVID-19 and 9/11 comparison. I mean, we're living through history right now. I mean, every day is history technically, but this is a really significant historical moment or time that we're going to be looking back on. So check that out, finish that up. That's due by Tuesday at 9, Tuesday's the 12th, 2020, for those of you who are like, well, what if it's Tuesday, another day, whatever. Same thing for science is that one we're working on worldometer. Hopefully you kind of saw those statistics like actually changing in real time. I find that one really cool. It's kind of like when we do the earthquake one, although cool is not the right word, fascinating, where it's like there's an earthquake that's happening somewhere in the world. Like while we were sitting in school, there's an earthquake somewhere else in the world. So it's another kind of interesting, fascinating one to look at. So make sure you finish both those up. The science and the history both due by 9 next week, Tuesday the 11th, 2020. You need to finish those up over the weekend or today, definitely do that. Coming up this weekend, it's Mother's Day. So again, I've told you that every day I've kind of tried to give you a little inspiration idea that you could give to a mother, or if you don't have a mother figure in your life, maybe you've got someone who you just really appreciate in your life and you wanted to share something with them. That's totally fine. And if you're like, well, I just stopped watching the videos at that point, well, that's okay. Everyone's got a little bit different situation in life. So make sure if you have any questions for any of your teachers that you're doing that through this week, you should have gotten your things from your locker. If you haven't, make sure you have your parents contact the office so you can get those things. A little plug for yearbook. There are still some available. So if you want to get one, there's definitely some of those available. And I think, I forgot to say yesterday, and I was like, we are playing Gimkit today at 1, so if you'd like to join, I'd love to have you. We played it yesterday, and it went really, really well. So, now I've played it twice because I did it with my homeroom a few weeks back just to see if it would work. So, join us if you like Gimkit. If you're like, what is Gimkit? Gimkit's kind of like Kahoot and Quizlet Live, and then like just a game all thrown together, because what you do is you answer questions, and it's based on like a vocab list or a something list, kind of like Kahoot or Quizlet, and then you can buy power-ups and you can like make other people lose money, or you can gain money. You can make it so you earn money more quickly. So we'll be playing that today at 1. So definitely join us if you would like to do that. I'd love to see everyone. It makes my heart happy when I get to see any of you, or even when you guys are just turning in some really great work. I'm just like, got some really awesome students this year, and I'm really missing that we don't get to finish the year together. So definitely send me an email, reach out, any of that. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to see you, all of that. What I have then for us is Sunday is Mother's Day, and like I've said, I'm not going to say like you have to do an assignment or not assignment. You don't have to do a craft. It's just ideas. If you have a mother figure in your life that you would like to make something for, Mother's Day is Sunday. If you don't have a mother figure in your life, maybe you want to give it to someone else. Maybe it's even like you just want to recognize, maybe you've got a father figure in your life or someone of that, or just a really special person in your life that you'd like to share this with and say thank you to. Definitely do that. So what I've got for us today, I do have one that's kind of an inspiration, because I don't know if everyone would have the exact things, but I'm thinking there might be other things. The other one is something that okay, you guys know I'm extra. I told you I finally just realized and just kind of came out with my extraness. Like, I don't know, 2-3 years ago, I'm just like, when I was going through the campground, I'm like, oh my gosh, I have all the fonts matching and everything looks all cute. I'm like, yeah, I'm extra. So I looked back and I'm like, oh, I've always been extra. But when I was younger growing up, I liked to make PowerPoint slideshows for fun. Yeah, really. And I know I made some for my parents, my family. Sometimes they would be Jeopardy games just for fun, whatever. And it would be like based on family stuff, and I'd link it and Yeah, you guys aren't even surprised at this point, right? But on that note, you could do something similar. I mean, it's something that is costs absolutely nothing. Everyone has a Chromebook. Yes, you might have a Chromebook. Internet might be different, so I guess I shouldn't say it quite like everyone could do this. But you could take and make a slideshow just of some favorite photos, some favorite memories of you and your mom, your family, whoever that figure is in your life that you might want to celebrate this Sunday. I mean, you could just need to pull up some pictures that you might have. I know sometimes if I want to get a picture, usually I like to go back through the photo books when it's coming up to my brother's birthday, and I post pictures. I make a collage of ones when he was really little, and they're like mildly embarrassing. Like they're not completely, and I try and throw some in that it's mildly embarrassing for me as well because it's adorable. But you could go back through. I mean, something that I do is I'll take a picture with my phone and then upload it, or you've got a camera on your Chromebook, so you could do that. But you can make a really cute slideshow, and if you wanted, you could share some of your favorite memories. So that one would be like the most free to make out of all the ideas I had for you. The other one that this looked kind of cute. So this one is off of Country Living. And okay, so it says a fabric covered paperweight. I understand not everyone might not have fabric and might not have Mod Podge. And this is what I'm thinking though, is you could go grab a rock. Oops. You could go grab a rock, maybe that you have, maybe go for a walk, or maybe it's in your yard, something. Make sure the rock that you're grabbing isn't like giant, huge. I would then wash it. That probably sounds really stupid, but like go through, wash it just so it's not like all dirty, especially if this is going to be something that you're going to give as a gift and you're going to be possibly painting or something. But you could get a rock, and if you've got some Sharpies would stay on the rock pretty well. If you've got paint would stay on the rock pretty well. And you can make your mom a nice little paperweight or whoever that adult figure is in your life. So that is one that you could do. I don't know if I said it, but I thought of this and I was like, oh, did I say it yesterday or not? And I'm thinking of it right now, so I'm going to say it, and maybe it's a double. But something that's sometimes kind of fun to do is make a bit of like a coupon book. You can make this for Mother's Day and Father's Day, just a heads up. But you can put things like, we'll make supper, we'll put away clothes, like this coupon is good for cleaning up my room. This coupon is good for me doing something. I mean, you want to make them genuine. So it's not like cleaning up your room, you should probably do that if your parents ask, but that wouldn't be such a horrible one. Or, it's good to help with dinner anyways. But, it's a little bit the thought that counts. But if you want to do something cute like that, or if there's something that you're like, I really hate doing that, but I would do it. Maybe it's like you're going to do all the dishes all on your own for an entire night, or it'll be like a pass where your parents are just like, could you just get to doing some, you're gonna have to be a little bit creative, because I know if I think back, I know I made some for my parents growing up, and the big thing was always like we would do like clean clothes, and then they need to get put away in the dressers and in our closets, whatever. And so that was in one of my coupon books, like, I'll put away my clothes without grumbling, without rolling my eyes, any of it. I'll just put them away. Or, hey, so it wasn't me. I usually kept my room pretty clean, but my brother, like, I will clean up my room and put away my things. It might have been like, empty the dishwasher. I mean, I would help empty the dishwasher, but that one was more one that my brother does pretty good, so I don't want to like throw him under the bus here, but some of it like that, or you're gonna vacuum the whole house without being, just here's the coupon, vacuum the house kind of thing. I mean, a lot of you are probably like, I already do that a little bit, but if there's some of those things that you could think of that might be kind of cutesy or fun, you could add that to it. So I guess there's 3 Mother's Day gift ideas that you've got for today. Let me know if you have any questions. Please do enjoy the weekend. I think it's supposed to be a pretty nice weekend, maybe a little cooler than it was last weekend. But if you can go out, enjoy the weather, and enjoy the outside, definitely do that. I'll be at the campground, so I'll pseudo be outside. I get left inside most of the time, but that's okay. So have a good weekend. Enjoy your Mother's Day if you're celebrating a mother in your life or a mother figure in your life. Otherwise, have a great day. Always let me know if you have any questions. Bye, guys.